Okay, welcome on board, guys. I got 8 o'clock straight up. Glad to have everybody with us tonight. Tonight, I'm going to talk about some strategies and tactics that you can use to build your network marketing company. And the strategies and tactics I'm going to share with you will work for any and all companies. Now, before I get deep into the strategies and tactics, I want to cover a little bit about Jim Collins' book, Good to Great. And in that book, he talked about what makes great companies great is not their strategies, it's not their tactics, although they have great strategies and tactics. He said, but what makes great companies great is they start with putting the right people on the bus. So if you want to build an exceptional network marketing company, your focus needs to be making sure you're getting the right people on your team. Or like in his case, he said, get them on the bus. And so what I've done is I've listed a few things that I think are important as far as attributes that you're going to look for in people so you can have the most fun, get the best results for your efforts. So number one, I look for friendly people. I look for open-minded people. Then I look for people who are looking for the answers. Now, the reason I look for friendly people is quite obvious. The last thing you want to do is have to deal with people who are negative. If you got people constantly calling you up and complaining, anytime something goes wrong, they've got to let you know they're just not a friendly person. You would have been better off not sponsoring them. So what I do is I sift people out. I don't try to convince people in. And so if someone's not friendly, I just say next and move on to the next person. Then I got to find somebody that's also open-minded. If someone thinks they know everything and they're not open to the possibility that there's something they don't know, then no matter what you offer them, no matter what you bring to them, then they're not going to take advantage of it. And they're going to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over, kind of what Joe covered in one of his training sessions, that it seems like people keep doing the same thing over and over, and then they think, well, maybe I got to do it in a different company. Well, I look for people who are friendly, but they're also open-minded to the possibility they don't know everything. And then the third thing I look for people who are actually looking for the answers. Too often what I find in this industry, we have people that get into this industry and want to be told what to do. I like to look for people who are going to look for the answers. And the answers, and this was really neat about network marketing, the answers are in plain sight. You just have to know what you're looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, the answers are right out there in front of you, and you don't even know they're there because you don't know what you're looking for. Like, for example, if you look at this little slide right now, and let's say I'd like you to find the guy who's covered in mud. Well, once you know that's what you're looking for, you can find it. So the answers are in plain view, but you have to know what you're looking for. Now, one of the I call it the mentalities that I look for is I look for people that have a good money concept. Okay, so the people that I'm looking for, if they don't have a good money concept, I'm not interested in working with them. And the reason I'm not interested in working with them is that people have a tendency to manifest the physical equivalence of how they see themselves conceptually. So if they see themselves as someone who has a money problem, they're always going to have a money problem. And so what I like to do is I like to deal with people who don't think money's bad. Okay, they don't really think money is good. They just realize money is going to give you options. You give money to a good person, they're going to do good things. You give money to a bad person, they're going to do bad things. So money is nothing more than a way to keep score. And I remember when I was in grade school, I was at a Catholic school, and I remember my first or second grade teacher. She gets up in front of all the students, and she says, the Jesus says it's tougher for a rich man to get to heaven than it is for a camel to get through the eye of the needle. And I like, first or second grade, my dad owns a couple grocery stores. He owns a farm. He owns a bowling alley. He owns a steakhouse. And so in my mind, my dad is rich. So when this nun is saying this in class, I'm thinking, oh, gosh, I wonder if my dad knows he's going to hell. Well, it wasn't until I was in my 20s till I found out what the eye of the needle was. The eye of the needle is nothing more than a gate in the back of the city. If a camel had to get through the eye of the needle, the camel had to take everything off that it was carrying and get on its knees and crawl through. So here's what happens with most of us who has a money concept problem. We've been told stuff that isn't true. Again, money's not bad. Money's not good. You give money to a good person, they do good. You give money to a bad person, they do bad. My attitude is if you feel you're going to be corrupted by money, well, guess what? If money amplifies who you are, the problem is not the money. So I look for people who got a good money attitude. And then what I look for is I look for people who are okay with network marketing. If I get somebody and they say, oh, I hate network marketing, guess what? I just say next. My job is not to convince them that network marketing is good. I look for people who believe network marketing is a viable business model. They understand organizing the consumers digitally. They understand connecting them to directly to manufacturers, formulators, and vendors, that concept makes sense. They understand by bypassing channels there's money available. So they have to have an understanding that network marketing is a viable business model. And then on top of that, I also have to be cognizant of the fact that 100% of people who are not in network marketing don't have a clue what it is. And again, this is so important. If you think somebody understands network marketing who isn't in network marketing, you'll have a tendency to listen to what they say. And the reality is they don't have a clue. And the last thing you want to happen is to have someone who don't know tell you. Because if you take direction from somebody who doesn't know, you'll never get ahead. Then the second thing I want you to realize, 95% of people who are in this industry don't know what they're doing either. So this is where the mentorship really becomes important in building a network marketing business. And if you look at the people who fail to make money in network marketing, the reason they fail is because they choose the wrong path. See, what they do is they look at network marketing and they don't know that network marketing is not direct sales. If you try to build network marketing like you do a direct sales company, you will fail. Network marketing is not retail sales. It's not wholesale sales. Network marketing is also not affiliate marketing. It's not direct marketing. It's not internet marketing. See, what network marketing is, a method of making money that works best with a whole lot of people all doing a little bit. And then all of a sudden you start to realize the price of building a successful network marketing business is non-negotiable. The price is always the same, and here's the price. You will have to build a team of a lot of people to make a lot of money in network marketing. There's no other getting way around it. If you want a lot of money, you got to have a lot of people. That is the price. Now, the strategies and tactics that you have will determine your outcome, provided you know why you want this to work for you. And so what I do when I look for people, okay, I look for people, they're friendly, they're open-minded, they're looking, they got a good money concept, and, and they got all those attributes. But what they also have is that they also have a dream in their heart that they can't get, because if you don't know what your why is, the strategies and tactics won't matter. Just like what Jim Collins says, get the right people on the bus, get the motivated people on the bus. See, motivation is this, it's a motive for an action. So here's what I like to ask people. If I could show you how to make more money in a month than what you make in a year, what things would change in your life? And if they can't think of anything that would change in their life, then this is not for them. But if they really start to think about it, and they say, okay, if I'm, whatever you make a year, whatever that is, just picture that, and all of a sudden realize that's coming in a month, every month, month after month after month. What changes? Would you be vacationing more? Would you have more time for leisure? Would you spend more time on the lake? Would you get a lake house? Would you retire? Would you have more fun stuff that you could do? Get a new house? How about a new car? What about more? What about going off and supporting charities? What would you do? What are your dreams? If you could make in a month what you make in a year, what would you do? Well, then here's my next question. If I could show you how to get those dreams within the next 2 to 5 years, would you be willing, now, again, the key thing is, would you be willing to allocate 90 minutes per week and spend $25 per month? I ask people that question because I'm either looking for a yes or a no. If somebody says, well, what do I got to do? I take that as a no. If somebody cannot say yes to that question, if I can show you how to make more in a month than what you make in a year, would you be willing to spend 90 minutes a week and $25 a month? And if they say yes, they're what I'm looking for. And if they can't say yes, it's over. So let's recap. Jim Collins says you want to make a lot of money in network marketing, okay? Any business for that matter, get the right people on the bus. In network marketing, you're looking for friendly people, you're looking for open-minded people, you're looking for people that are searching for the answers, you're looking for people that have a good money concept, you're looking for people that also are okay with network marketing. You're looking for people that have a dream in a heart that they can't get doing what they're doing, and they're willing to invest 90 minutes per week and $25 a month. Now, if again, this is what your goal is. If you want to build a large network marketing business, this is what you're looking for. These are the people you want to have on your bus. Now, if someone says yes to that, okay, here's our strategy. Remember, the price for network marketing is non-negotiable. You will need a lot of people to make a lot of money in network marketing. So here's our strategy. Strive for 5. Look for 5 people who are friendly, open-minded, look, and have a good money concept. They're searching for the answers. They got a dream in their heart that they can't get. Look for 5 of those who are willing to give 90 minutes a week and $25 a month, and then you teach them and you work with them and you mentor them on how to find 5. Because when you get 5 and they get 5, and you run that 5 who get 5 through 7 levels, you got 100,000 people in your team, and you will be making a lot of money. Your goal is get 5. Your goal is strive for 5. That's your strategy. Then here's your tactics. Okay, your tactics is how you do it. Now you notice on this slide, you see we got an 8-step pattern. And what's the first step of the pattern? Identify the dream. See, if you think you're going to become successful in building a large network marketing business and have it sustain and have it last the test of time, and it's not founded on motivation, you will constantly be replacing people, because here's what happens. You try to get people to do things. And if you're trying to get people to do things, after a while, they'll feel you're pressuring them and pushing them, and you'll feel like you're just getting wore out. Instead of trying to get people to do things, if you help people get things, this all becomes fun. So if you take the time to figure out what dreams people have in their heart, help them get a new house, help them get a new car, help them put their kids through college, help them get out of debt, help them get things. The dream becomes important. Then the next thing we got to find out, are you willing to commit 90 minutes a week? And are you willing to commit $25 a month? Because if you're not willing to commit 90 minutes and $25, it's next. And if they say, yes, I'll do the 90 minutes and I'll do the $25 a month, well, then the next step of the tactic of the pattern is set a goal. And the goal is strive for 5. Get 5 people who got a dream in their heart that they can't get. They're friendly, they're open-minded, they're looking, they have all the parameters we're looking for. Get 5 of those. And how do you get that goal? Well, you got to have a list of names. And this is where our iWebitool system comes into play. Our iWebitool system brings you all the tools, all the resources, all the expertise you need to go ahead and make this thing work. We'll give you database acquisition protocols. We'll give you lead generation. We'll give you clicks. We'll give you banner ads. We'll give you all the tools that you need that's going to help you develop a list. And once you got that list developed, what's the next step of the pattern is to contact that list. Here's what's cool about iWebitool. The system is automated. The contact is automated. The invitations are not done by you. The invitations are done by our system. You just load the leads in, and the list goes in, and then we contact them. Now the system contacts, does the automated invites. And then who shows the plan? You don't show the plan. The system shows the plan. The sales pages are already written. So the prospects, they're on a list, they get invited, they go to the sales page, they see the presentation, and the next step is a follow-up, and this is where you come in. As they pop out of that funnel, you got to follow up with them. You got to find out, is this a consumer, is this a buyer, or this is a producer? And then you teach you teach this process, you teach this tactic to everybody that gets in. So let's go ahead and break it into a little bit more in depth. So the specifics of our strategy, get in more details. Okay, we look for the producers, signing up the buyers along the way, meeting the needs of the consumers as we run across them. Okay, now who are the producers? The producers are people that actually produce a stat. Okay, so exactly how do we do this? Well, the first thing that we do, okay, is that we take the first phase of development and we look for people who got a predisposition to making money from home as an entrepreneur, okay, and they actually produce a stat. They actually do something. The difference between the buyers and the producers are the producers produce a stat and the buyers just buy. You'll find out 100% of the producers will join us on iWebitool. You'll know if you got a producer because they'll be on the $25 iWebitool system. Okay, and so now how do we get those producers? Well, we purchase clicks, we purchase leads, we purchase advertising, and all this advertising that we do is all targeted to find a producer. So we send the campaigns out, and then all the interested people, they'll click on, then they'll fill out this capture page form, and all of a sudden we start dripping on them with opportunities, and all these opportunities are based upon being a producer, building a team of individuals who cooperatively working together to create a better life through buying power. And you'll notice most of the sales pages, the landing pages that we're going to link them to will be based upon the 90-minute work week. And the reason we do the 90-minute work week is that relates 100% to the mindset of the producer. How many are willing to give it 90 minutes a week to get your dream? How many are willing to spend $25 a month to get your dream? Well, again, if you say, I don't know if I've got the time, well, then this is not for you. Okay, this just isn't for you. If you can't find 90 minutes to get your dream, guess what? You don't have a big enough dream. But if you say, what do I got to do in the 90 minutes? Well, 30 minutes of education. You always got to keep up with what's going on. About every 6 months, it seems like technology completely changes. So you got to spend 30 minutes a week getting educated on what's happening, 30 minutes a week on database acquisition, and 30 minutes on communication, which is basically following up with the people who pop through the funnel. That's all that's the 90-minute work week. So in that first 30-day period, in that first phase one, the emails are dripping on them, sending them to sales pages that are targeted to find a producer. So everybody that pops through, we set them up as a producer. Well, if they didn't pop through and become a producer in the first 30 days, we move them to what we call our targeted buyer list. Now, what the targeted buyer list is, they're still entrepreneurial-based people. These are people still have a predisposition of making money as an entrepreneur, but they really don't understand the concept of building. They're more product-based. And so what you'll find out, and again, the buyers, maybe they might join our system, probably won't. Again, because they make all their decisions based upon buyers. You find the buyers will be the ones that jump from ship to ship to ship in the past. So they won't do that anymore once you understand what we do here. But into phase 2, we drip on that database, but we drip what's called product-based emails that have an opportunity attached to them. Okay, because that's designed to bring the buyer into play. Now, here's what's neat. Because of the platform that we put together with ASuccessful, we have the capacity and the ability to promote as many companies as you want. And so I'm just going to flip through, and I got a couple of pages that I've actually popped up here. These are actual sales pages that we put together that you have access to. So during this phase, we'll send out an invitation to look at the travel program. Again, it's a product-based invitation that has an opportunity attached to them. And this is travel. We'll send them a product-based healthy coffee opportunity with an opportunity attached to it. This is an anti-aging product that's got an opportunity attached to it. Now, here's what's cool. You might have some other companies that you're promoting that are outside the corporate umbrella of iClubBiz. These are what we call strategic partners. Okay, you can go ahead and you can drip on them and connect them to this. Let's say you're doing Grocery Bid, or maybe you're doing New You Life, and what you'll find out in your back office, there are a whole bunch of editable pages. You can create your own. And so all this happens during the process of dripping on them with product-based opportunity platforms. And so what happens is, as these people come on board, we sign them up as a buyer. Now, if they didn't get in as a buyer, then we move them to the next phase. These are targeted consumers. So now what we do is we drip on these prospects now, this database with strictly product-based opportunities. And again, same thing, you can have as many different companies in this platform as you want. Now, here's the key. As the producers are flowing through this funnel and they're popping out of the bottom, as a producer, you need to explain the strategies and the tactics to those producers and let them know in phase 1, we target producers. Phase 2, we move into the buyers. In phase 3, we move into the consumers. And we can start promoting as many different companies as we want in phase 2 as phase 3. And by the way, here's some of the additional vendors that I popped into my automated invitation list. These are outside the corporate umbrella of iClubBiz. I popped in company A, company B, company C. And here's what happens. All of a sudden, your producer says, well, this is kind of cool. So how's this work? Next thing, they join you in these other companies, and they might even have a company of their own that they'll want to incorporate. So you need to explain this to the producers as they pop out, because they're the ones who understand and they can see the potential of building a team of individuals who are cooperatively working together to create a better life through buying power, and they want to penetrate and dominate the marketplace by looking for the producers, sign up the buyers along the way, meeting the needs of the consumers as you run across them. Now, we also have a manual lead loader program, too, that allows you to load your warm market leads into the system. And then you can put them on any list you want. You can put them on a list that can drip on them for opportunity, put them on a list that can drip on them for buyer, put them on a list that can drip on for consumer. You can build your own, again, and I'll get you into the autoresponders, but you can build as many different autoresponders as you want. So the iWebAtool system provides you everything you need to build a profitable network marketing business. We have the pattern, we've got the education, we have the culture, and it's all for $25 a month. You get capture landing pages for any and all companies. You got some you can edit yourself. And again, if you've got a company you're working with and you got a group of guys that you can bring in, well, just sit down with us. Heck, we'll build out the capture landing page for you. We'll hard code it so there's nothing to it. Like I said, all of our autoresponders are 100% editable. We have a personalized daily broadcast that you can send out to everybody in your team. You can create your own list, create your own autoresponders that are embedded within your list. We have comprehensive database acquisition and marketing tools at wholesale pricing. We take our buying power, we negotiate with the vendors, and we get the best price we possibly can, and we cut you in on the deal, okay? And then we also have the ability to have both on-demand and recorded educational modules that you can plug into. And we got a secret weapon. What the secret weapon is, we allow you as a brand newbie in this industry to actually partner with a closer who can work with you and participate with you and help you build your team through our advertising co-op. We have 10 different segments that's in the co-op. Each segment costs, it's a one-time fee of $50. Now, we make no guarantees you're going to get anybody. What happens is when you make that the $50 purchase of that segment, the closer works with you, trying to help you close and get some some IBOs, get some, some consumers, some buyers, and some producers in for you. It's just a great tool that we make available. So everything you need to become successful in network marketing is in iWebitool, and it's only $25 a month. Now, here's what's really nuts. Because it's a product that iClubBiz makes available. iWebitool is a generic marketing system that works for any and all companies. Actually, a product that we make available. So when we tell you your goal is to go off and strive for 5, you're looking for 5 producers. Now, again, what you see on this slide right now, guys, this is not a guarantee of income. This is just an example of income based upon the math of the comp plan. Your success obviously would depend upon your skill set and what you actually do. This is just math. Okay, but this is, if you're going to get 5 producers, you're probably going to end up with 15 buyers, and you probably end up with 30 consumers. So as you utilize the models, you utilize the tactics, and the traffic and leads, get dumped in, the automated invitations go out, and the system starts to sift, sort, and starts spitting out consumers, buyers, and producers. Again, by the time you get 5 producers, probably 15 buyers and 30 consumers. And if we figure the producers will purchase the $25 a month iWebitool, and let's just figure the buyers purchase $12.50, and let's just figure the consumers purchase $2.50. If you just take that math and roll it out, strive for 5, teach your buyers, your producers to duplicate you, guys, the numbers that you see here is nuts. I mean, it's almost like again, obviously not even a guarantee. This is just math. It's just nuts money, okay? But you could probably make more money in a week than what you make in a year. So, and what we want to do is we want to sweeten the pot so nobody can say no to this. So here's what we're going to do. If you'll join today for $25, get yourself an iWebitool system, we're going to give you a lifetime membership in our travel club for free. Now, our travel club is no smoke and mirrors travel club. We're a seller travel. We're a host agency, been a host agency since 2010. We're going to set you up as a personal travel agent. We're going to give you travel agent booking engines you can book all your travel on. And then what that means is you're going to get the best price possible on any reservation. Then whatever commissions that comes to us as a host agency, we're going to rebate 2/3 of that back to you. Okay, you're going to get that travel club for life. If you're going to put a value on this travel club, it'd be over $1,000. I mean, it's that good, and we're going to give it to you for free. And here's what's even crazy: even if you don't stay on iWebitool, you're still going to be able to keep the travel club for free. So here's what you're going to want to do. You need to pull the trigger. If you haven't joined iWebitool for $25, if you haven't joined iClubBiz and purchased the iWebitool for $25, go ahead and do it now. We'll give you the lifetime membership of the travel club. You won't be disappointed. Guys, I mean, we're excited. We'll do whatever it takes to help you, but go ahead and pull the trigger and go ahead and join now.